Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is your property practitioner, Junior Tembani, and of course, your business podcaster, your favorite business podcaster in the world. So, guys, I don't know if I'm too tall for this video or how, but I'm hoping you guys can all see, right? If you can't see, then I'm hoping you can hear. So, guys, today we're gonna talk about the drive to succeed, right? We're gonna be basically talking about what makes you want to thrive, what makes you want to roar like a lion, right? What makes you want to wake up in the morning and just, thrive. So first of all, you're gonna need a cup of coffee. You're gonna want to sit back and relax, and you're gonna have to want to up your volume because this is gonna be some wise information coming through to you. Okay, so basically, first we'd like to say shout out to our sponsors, INFX. We'd like to shout out Fine Home Realty, my company, of course, the company I work with, the world's greatest real estate company. I feel like, yeah, the way this is how I feel like. So basically, okay, for 2 seconds, I'm gonna talk about myself. So I grew up in a tough background. I never had rich parents. I never had opportunities. I never had, I think I kind of see myself sometimes as that reject, or as that diamond. They thought it was just a rock and they put it aside amongst the other rocks. So basically, I've never had a chance to expose myself and put myself out there and get opportunities to enrich myself. Why? Because of the background that I grew up in, and of course being surrounded by a toxic environment and all of that, and of course injustice, and of course what could I say, a bad economical background, I could say. Okay, so for you to get where I am right now, you have to basically put yourself on. What do I mean? Believe in yourself. If you can't believe in yourself, believe in God. God will believe in you for you, right? So basically, what makes me want to succeed is I want to see myself living a different life from the one I was brought up in, right? I want to see my family living a happy lifestyle and a different lifestyle than the one we used to, right? I want to see my kids going into schools that I couldn't even qualify for, right? I want my like the next generation that follows me and my family to be one of the, to be kind of at the pinnacle or the elite society, because we never had that chance in life to kind of be that family, you know what I mean? So as men, actually, now I'm gonna talk to African men, black men, especially men my age. I'm 25, guys, and I feel like the youth is basically focused on the wrong stuff. I'm not saying you guys shouldn't party. I'm not saying you guys shouldn't have fun and all of that. You guys should have fun. But life isn't all about fun. This is not what life is. You understand? Life is about empowering yourself, growing, going through challenges, failing, right? Learning from your mistakes. Hustling, grinding, crying, going through pain, you understand, and coming out of it stronger. Life is about exploring, and of course, going through different types of adventures, and of course, sticking to your own journey and path, stuff like that. That's what life is. I feel sorry for a lot of young people because they set or their mindset is basically in the wrong direction. I don't blame them, but I think this is how society has been directed. That ignorance is bliss, and of course what doesn't matter is actually the it thing in this life. Your loss, guys. So basically, what drives you to succeed, right? So drive to succeed, to succeed. Number one, I think hunger. Hunger is the best drive to succeed. Like for me, hunger is the best gear there could ever be. If you were driving an electric vehicle right now, or an automatic vehicle, I think it would be powered or fueled by hunger. So, guys, I feel like if you've experienced hunger and stuff, or slept without having your dinner and stuff like that, you will know the reason why having dinner is important. You will know the reason why going up and grinding for that bread is important. Because if you haven't slept with a hungry stomach, you wouldn't understand how life is from a different perspective, right? So I feel like hunger plays a huge role. I'm gonna put this here, right? So hunger, and of course, obviously there's the physical one, and of course the spiritual. Sure. And then we have the financial, and of course the emotional. So I'm gonna basically differentiate all these four. So basically hunger comes in four ways, right? There's the physical one, the tummy, I haven't eaten anything since 12 or since 8 o'clock in the morning type of hunger, you know what I mean? I'm dizzy, I can't concentrate type of hunger. And then there's the spiritual type of hunger, the hunger to want to grow and know more about yourself, know more about about the spiritual aspects of life, what we cannot see, but what we can feel. Because as humans, we have the sixth, seventh, and I think eighth sense, where we can sense vibrations and frequencies and tap into any like different vibrations and frequencies, and energy is very very important. So spiritual hunger is important because you need to connect yourself with what matters. You need to connect yourself with God. You need to connect yourself with your ancestors if you're a black person, or even different. I don't. At this point, race doesn't even matter because we all have ancestry, right? So in terms of spiritual hunger, you need to know. Obviously, you need to be. You need to have a spiritual kind of growth and a higher spiritual vibration for you to tap into higher frequencies and channel good things in life and make things happen for yourself, right? And then we have the financial hunger. Financial hunger is basically wanting to grow financially, is to basically want to grow what? Financially. You want to see yourself doing better. You want to see yourself cashing in at least 20,000 rands a week or 30,000 rands a week. 30 a month, 50 a month, 100,000 a month or more, right? So basically each and everyone has their own target, right? You need to now sit yourself down and figure out how much is your target. Basically, how much do you want to make this year, right? How much do you want to make in the first quarter of the year, right? Obviously, how much do you want to make by June, the third quarter, obviously the last quarter. And then you evaluate that, check how much you've made last year, and check if you've grown, if you actually grew economically or financially, or you've had a down steep year. But I personally advise, guys, if you want to grow financially, right, number one, start investing in yourself. Invest in the right knowledge. Stop investing in knowledge that doesn't give you benefit, like knowing so and so's album before everyone else did, or being the Google of the team. Those guys who know everything. You go to them for literally anything. Do you know Travis Scott? Literally, none of those things matter, because how could you store 80% or 90% of information in your head that you can't even use? Why would you store information in your brain that you won't even use? It's useless. So what I'm trying to say, guys, financial hunger goes along with financial literacy. You need to understand and know money and build a relationship with money, guys. Build a relationship with finance. If you do that, you can basically put yourself out there and be a boss in everything you touch, because you basically aligned yourself with what you want to be, and you've aligned yourself with the dreams and kind of vision that you have for yourself, right? Cool. So emotional hunger, guys. Emotional hunger is the one. I don't think I know this one for sure because I'm not an emotional person. I'm also a socially awkward person. Guys, you see how I talk right now? I talk a lot and stuff like this, but in front of people, like socially, I'm an awkward person. If it doesn't involve finance or business or a property, I'm that silent guy. So Emotional hunger to me, quite, I think it plays quite a huge role, because emotional hunger is basically having emotional intelligence and knowing how to make the best decision at the best time according to the situation you're facing at hand, right? So emotional hunger goes all in all with having emotional intelligence, guys. I can't dive deep into this one. It could really f up my, my way of understanding right now. So the drive to succeed is important not only in sales but in everyday life, guys, right? So what I'm trying to say is, basically in sales we set targets, right? We set targets, we set how much money we want to make in terms of commission, and then we target we target those results, directed obviously by the obviously by the projects and stuff that we have. You can't just, if you have a target that you want to make, obviously if I'm in real estate and I want to make at least 3 million this year, what should I do? That means I should get more stock, right? I should get more stock, I should get more listings slash mandates, right? And of course I need to put myself out there and branch out, connect with other agents as well, in case there's opportunities that I might have to tackle or that I might be able to help in. For example, right now, I'm actually marketing a petrol station worth for 35 million rands, and I'm also marketing a game reserve, a game heritage reserve for like 110.8 million rands. So that, and there's so much more. There's ShopRites for like 13.5 million, Boxer Superstores for 50 million. You need to put yourself out there, guys, and if you want to grow, you need to put yourself out there as much as you can. Building relationships, not only relationships but lucrative relationships. You understand, relationships that benefit on both ends. Those are the type of relationships you should be building, okay? Attitude, guys. Attitude is important. You can wake up early in the morning with 2 rands in your pocket, but if you feel like the world's richest man, I guarantee you something will happen to you. And it's something positive. You know why? Because you've already set your mind on it. You've already told yourself that yes, this is what I want to do, and it will happen, and it will be successful. So guys, if you've already pictured, the thing happening, and if you already see success in it, then why not? Then why are you even holding back, right? So attitude is important because it gives you drive, motivation, inspiration, and it of course gives you the drive to educate yourself, upskill yourself to be able to compete at higher levels, right? Risks, guys, risks. Okay, we've talked about attitude, right? Attitude, risks now. Okay, so guys, there's one thing you people should understand. There's stuff that you have to risk in life for you to be somewhere. If you have to risk losing friendships, sometimes you have to risk your financials. Sometimes you have to make that 500,000 rand investment, or that 1,000 rand investment, that 5 rand investment. Sometimes you have to take a leap of faith. You have to blindfold yourself and take a leap of faith. A leap of faith. You have faith in that which you're jumping into, because you've carefully analyzed and strategized, right, according to your plans and stuff like that. So guys, I feel like risks are really important, because without taking that risk, there's no reward, guys. High risk, high reward. No risk, no reward, right? So you basically have to lose something or to risk something for you to gain something, right? Really important, guys. I want you to understand that, because your life will change as soon as you start risking. You're risking for rewards in this life. Nothing comes for free, guys. You need to sacrifice something to get something in this life. You have to risk. Sometimes you have to sacrifice your time. You have to sacrifice the people you hang around with. You have to sacrifice your habits. You understand it? Sometimes you have to sacrifice your favorite stuff to do. You just have to sacrifice that. I'm a females person. I'm a ladies man. I love ladies and stuff like that. But at some point, I have to know that if I want a certain life for myself, then I have to cut ladies in my life and focus on what I want to do. And then after that, I might even not even focus, but if I get the chance where I meet a woman of my dreams and settle with her and, build a future together and have children and stuff like that, that's what I want for myself. I don't want to be that guy who is intimate with every lady out there. That's not who I am. So risks, guys, risks, those are important. Future. Sorry, failure. It's this flash, man. It's getting into my eyes. Failure, huge part. This failure, guys, is a huge part of success. Failure. So, guys, what does failing mean to you? Like, is failing not getting the deal, and you were kind of hoping that everything would go well because your life is dependent on it? Or is failing not having money to pay school fees for your kids? Or is failing waking up in the morning and not having a plan about what you want to do with your life? Is failing going through that interview and you did not pass the interview due to some circumstances that you might face, or due to due to you not being like perfectly representative and stuff like that? Failure means many things, guys. And one thing, to tell you the truth, failure is kind of the component that drives success, guys. Because without you failing, you won't see results. Like, for example, if you can't fail, if you do not fail, if you've never failed before, okay, good for you. But if you have failed multiple times, or you keep on failing, that's because you haven't quite got your formula. You have to find life has different. Even Albert Einstein had the E is equals to MC squared. So I believe that life has formulas, bro. So depending on basically what industry you tap into, the formula for real estate is what? Relationships, putting yourself out there, upscaling, right? Educating yourself. You need to educate yourself. You're gonna meet different types of people out there. You're gonna be selling something for like 300 million at some point. Who do you think that buyer of that person, that property is, and how do they, think? People think in different types of levels, because why? We vibrate in different types of frequencies. So if I am adaptive to, if I can be brilliant or wise enough or be learned enough or be able to adapt in every environment, that could help me be able to compete in different types of environments, guys. So failure, guys, is one thing that helps everything else fall into place. Because if you do not fail, you do not learn, right? So one thing I've failed about quite a few times in securing mandates first. When I joined real estate, securing mandates, I was failing with that. Sometimes I would fail with securing, negotiating a very, very important deal. It would affect me, but at some point it helped me learn how to execute such opportunities and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you guys need to be more appreciative of failure, because it's basically what builds and guides and of course drives us to succeed. Because failure makes us want to be better people for ourselves, and of course ability, right? So number one, I believe one of the greatest ways for you to succeed is using skill. You remember what I said just now? Upskill yourself, ability, upskill yourself. So basically, guys, upskilling yourself, guys, you're basically putting yourself into a position to win. You understand? Because number one, if you could use your abilities to create a life for yourself, you've already unlocked a certain door, for a future generation. Listen, if you come from a family of people, for example, my father's a mechanic, guys, and he has built a life for himself. He has a workshop now. He has had a workshop for like long time ago with like lots of customers and stuff like that. I have people in my family that have been using skill to make money for themselves. I use skill, guys. I don't have a degree. I don't have any qualification, guys. Every qualification I have is the ones that I've acquired for myself. Basically, I've never even been to varsity or college, guys. I use, so there's multiple ways. Like there's this website I use, Ellison. LSN is basically, there's free courses there, guys. Free courses like diploma in sales, sales and marketing, digital advertising, plumbing, anything, guys. Anything you can ever think of, it's there. Except obviously your business and your masters in business administration, your LLB in law. Obviously, duh, you will find those. But the nice basic ones that can actually help you upskill yourself and be competitive in every environment, you will find them there, right? And I've used those courses, of course, to kind of, build the person you're seeing right now. And I'm not saying school is bad, guys. School is very well, because my sister now stays in in London, not London per se, it's one of the islands in Europe, because of education, guys. She's an accountant, so I basically believe in education and stuff like that. But upskilling yourself is way more important, because there's something that you have that people can't take away, you understand? And you having that specific skill, guys, could be a life-changing thing for you, So guys, use your abilities to make money, guys. Teach yourself a certain skill. Learn a new skill a month. Learn a new skill each and every week or each and every month. If you're really fast and want to be competitive in an environment, there's free courses. You can just take one free course every single month. In 5 years, in 1 year, you have 12 certificates, because you've taken one course each month. In 5 years, you have 5 times 12 courses. How much is it? How much certificates do you have? You can literally find a job in every environment if you work like that, right? The best people, or the best businessmen and women, or the world's richest people, aren't rich because of complaining, guys. They're rich because of they putting in effort and stuff like that. So for you to be somewhere in this life, just know that you have to put work and effort into it. Okay. So basically, okay, flexibility and passion. Number one, flexibility. Guys, you must, number one, be adaptive, right? Like a frog. A frog is what we call an amphibian. A frog can live in water, it can live outside water. You need to be flexible, adaptive, to be able to live in any environment, right? So obviously, let's say you get a job offer in Cape Town. Number one, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take what? A risk and go to Cape Town. Why? Because you're chasing a specific vision. You 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Sorry about that, guys. I work with a team, so if any member of my team comes through while I'm working, I have to give them my attention. This is how we work here, and respect goes a long way. So I have to respect each and every one of my team members as much as I respect you guys. Okay. So yeah, basically that's it. I just also wanted to talk about passion, guys. Anything you indulge in, guys. Anything you indulge in. If you want to start a career somewhere, or you want to jump into studying a course or something like that, if you do not feel it, like if your heart doesn't like see itself there, if you close your eyes and do not feel the adrenaline just running through your body, just know that you're in the wrong field, guys. Just know that you're in the wrong field. Even if you have a business idea, guys, and it doesn't look like Apple Inc. or Tesla, or it doesn't look like SpaceX or something like that, like a $1 trillion business idea, then it's the wrong idea, guys. If the business idea doesn't sound impossible, it's the wrong idea, guys. If your idea sounds normal, if your idea sounds like something you could achieve in a year or 2 years, then you in the wrong idea, bro. You got the wrong idea, bro. So if your idea looks like you can make $1 million in a year, you might be in the wrong environment. Your idea needs to, you should, I don't know, guys, we come from different backgrounds, né? That's something